Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I am here to do my TBR video for the Avatar The Last Airbender Read-a-Thon. So this is a month-long read-a-thon that is taking place the entire month of September. I will go ahead and link all the information down below. It is also a watch-a-thon where you can watch the entire series all over again, all 4 seasons of it. I grew up watching the show. It was one of my favorites growing up when it was on. I actually never finished watching the 4th season, but I did really like the first 3 when I was younger and growing up watching it. And I figured this would be a good way to finally finish watching it. The way the read-a-thon works is you are split up into 4 different teams, and there is a sign up link down below along with all the read-a-thon information like I mentioned earlier. And those teams are based around the 4 groups in the show. So we have the Fire Nation, the Earthbenders, the Air Nomads, and the Waterbenders. And all prompts are based off of characters from those 4 different nations. I'm on Team Fire Nation, so I have 3 books to talk about today that will fill the prompts. So without me rambling on any further, let's jump right in and get started. Okay, so the first prompt for Team Fire Nation is based on the character of Prince Zuko, who is actually my favorite character in the show. And the prompt for this is to give a book / author a second chance. And for this, I am going to go with Renegades by Marissa Meyer. So I have read 2 books by Marissa Meyer in the past. I read the first book in the Lunar Chronicles way back in 2016 before I even started my channel, and I actually DNF'd that book like halfway through it. And then I read Heartless a year later and I gave that 2 stars. I did not like it at all. So I want to give her one last chance, and I really hope I enjoyed this one. It does sound like something that I might enjoy. So this is a YA sci-fi dystopian novel based around superheroes. So we follow a society where there is 2 different groups. First of all, we have the group that is known as the Renegades, who are the superhero people in the society. They're the good guys, you know, doing right in society. And then we also follow the anarchists, who are against the Renegades and, you know, want to overthrow them and take over society for themselves. So we follow 2 different characters. One of them is a renegade, one of them is an anarchist, and the anarchist actually disguises herself as a renegade, as a spy, to kind of get all the information she can about the renegade society and how it works. So that is basically the simple plot of it. Other than that, I don't know much else. I know there's quite a bit of diversity in here as well, so that's great to see. But I hope I really enjoy this. I know there is 2 books out currently. The 3rd one comes out in November. So if I like this enough, I will binge read the entire series. The second prompt for Team Fire Nation is for Azula, and this is to read a book with a very interesting villain in it. And for this, I'm going with Vicious by V.E. Schwab. So with villains, I love reading about villains. I love villain origin stories. I love anti-heroes. If anything about that is mentioned in the synopsis of the book, it immediately piques my interest. So Vicious is a book I have been hearing about for at least 5 years now. Before I even started book 2, before I even knew what book 2 was, I have been hearing about this book everywhere, and I just want to pick it up and finally see what all the hype is about. This is an adult fantasy novel with some sci-fi elements sprinkled in. It follows 2 former best friends and college roommates who, while they are in college, find themselves wondering how to give themselves extraordinary abilities, and they figure out a way where if you have a near-death experience, you can give yourself abilities. We follow both of these characters years and years later, as one of them has just gotten out of prison and is seeking revenge on his former best friend for what happened in the past. So again, I have been hearing so many great things about this. I have not seen, I don't think, one negative review on BookTube at all. Everybody seems to love this when they do read it. And the second book in this series just came out last October. I don't know if it's a duology or if it's trilogy or full-blown series. You guys will have to let me know in the comments down below if you have read this, because other than that, I don't know much else about it. But I really hope I love this. Again, villain origin stories are just my favorite thing in the world, so please, God, let me love this book. And the final prompt for Team Fire Nation is for Uncle Iroh, and that is to read the group book. So the group book for the read-a-thon is The Rise of Kyoshi, and I don't know much else about this either because, again, I haven't finished the show. I know this character is an earthbender, and that's about it. I don't know if I have to watch the rest of the show before I can read this. You guys will have to let me know. I'm assuming that's the way it's going to work though. So I'm excited to dive into this, hopefully at the tail end of the readathon. If not, I will definitely get to it eventually. Everything that happens to you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I post reviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below if you guys have ever watched Avatar The Last Bender or you are participating in the readathon, as I would love to know. And as always, all my social media links are linked down below for you guys to go check out if you'd like to follow me on any of those. And with being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!